What's going on? Welcome back to Real World Tool Reviews. And I have a video here that I'm excited to do. I'm going to try and keep it short, but I got a lot to go over. So, as you know, if you've been watching this channel for a long time, we've gone over lots of tools, and I've showed you guys a lot of my different tool setups and stuff. And I changed jobs kind of, 6-7 months ago, so I was kind of learning how my setups were going to work after I had my ones that I'd used for so long. And I'm finally starting to kind of understand how I need to set up my tools for what I do now. And what it's been has been a go bag like this. And I still have my other setups, like my pouches, my little blue plumbing pouch and my electrical tool pouch and all that stuff. I still have that and use that. But I can throw those pouches in here and go. But what I like to have is a pretty well-rounded setup for grabbing and going into, jobs where I got a big list of stuff that I need to look at real quick. And because it's just a lot more versatile now because I've got to be always adapting, even more than I did before in my old maintenance job. And the reason that I have got all this cool stuff in front of me is because I got some stuff to make this better. And I'm going to start with a couple new things. So I was using this because it had a nice case and it's kind of a real versatile meter. I needed a voltmeter in here because a lot of times people will ask me to come help them, troubleshoot an air conditioner or help me figure out what's wrong with this refrigerator or whatever, something like that. So I was using this, and it's a good versatile clamp meter, I'm going to do a video about meters because I just got a new one. But it's so bulky, and I needed something small. I mean, it is pretty small. It's actually not that bulky, but I needed something really small for this bag. What I'm about to show you is lots of things to try and keep this from being so many loose things down in here and give it a little bit of organization. So I got myself this little meter here. This is the Fluke 101. It costs 50 bucks. I found that I didn't really need the amp clamp very much. If I need it, I'll go to the truck and get it. But really what I need more than anything is continuity, ohms, and voltage. And this even does capacitors too, the microfarads, so that's good. But it came with these garbage ass leads. They're Fluke brand leads, but they're just terrible. Like, they're so stiff and so prone to tangling. So those will be extras to be kept in the shop. Look how tiny this meter is. It'll fit so perfect in that little pouch. But to replace the leads, I got myself the best leads on the market. TL175s, the twist guards. Once you use these leads, you will never go back. I have them on my other Fluke leads, on my other Fluke meters, and they are just the absolute greatest. Check that out. These are silicone leads. They don't tangle nearly as easily, and you can twist them to lock them. You can twist them out so that you don't arc on something. They'll have a little cover, and these little threads, we're going to go over this in another video. These little threads, you can twist on different attachments. I don't have those in here right now, or else I'd show it to you, but these can take all kinds of different, like, alligator clips and stuff like that. Man, they're so stiff. But anyway, we got a lot of stuff to go over, so I'm not going to go over everything in great detail. But I just could not deal with those leads. So these leads are almost as expensive as this particular meter is. But it's worth it. And I know that you're not supposed to really do what I'm doing right now. You're supposed to unplug them, but whatever. So that's going to be my little tiny meter. And this little 101, it does everything that I need it to do. So I'm going to put it in the spot where it was and move on. And then we're going to kind of do a tool bag tour at the end of this video. So the next new thing that I'll talk about is these right here. Now, y'all know that I have just a lot of cutters. I've got a lot of cutters, but I needed a good pair of cutters for this bag, and these were on sale for $26. They might still be on Amazon. And I've always wanted the glow in the dark ones, but more importantly, they are the D2000. And these cutters right here, which we have talked about many times, my go-to Kleins, they're the angled ones. These are the 2000 series, same cutters as this, but they're angled, and I love these. I wish that these were angled, but what really just caused me to have to buy these for the sale price was that they are double dipped. They're thicker, like double rubber handles, similar to my 2000 series lineman pliers. See how much thicker those are? It's kind of like that. So these are just some of my favorite tools of all time. This straight pair of cutters is just going to be perfect to keep in my everyday setup. So I just had to pull the trigger on it. $26 is a pretty good deal for these. And, you know, oh, I forgot I had that other light. Kind of killed the dramatic effect there. Check it out. Pretty cool. So if you're in an attic or whatever, it's good to have. You won't lose them. I've got these right here. These wire strippers that I've had for a while. They're kind of like my go-tos. These are like have become my go-to electrical tools. You know, I mean, there's just nothing better than Klein, if you ask me. Nothing better than Klein for electrical tools. I just refuse to believe that anything's better. So those stay, like these stay in my main tool bag where all my go-to stuff goes. And this is going to be my go bag. Just grab it and go. So, you know, it's different. I need them in both bags. I need cutters in both bags. And man, these are maybe the best ones now. Straight out of the box. That's how they are. I put a little bit of ballistol on them just now, but I mean, these took a little bit of breaking in, but look how smooth they are. It's just, Klein is just the best. Just the best. So, but that double dipped glow in the dark 2000 series cutter, it just doesn't get no better than that. Now, I already had this, and this is another Klein. This is a made in the USA screwdriver, which a lot of their multi screwdrivers are not made in the USA. But this one is the extendable. And I decided to put this in this bag because I like to have a Phillips and flat. And what I did have in here are my go-to Phillips and flats, you know, that I've been using for a while now. My number 2 Phillips and my flathead Weras. These are really good, but I want these in my go-to main tool bag for just to grab. We're going to do a tool bag tour of the main tool bag now, the CLC one, because it's been working out really solid, really perfect. But these need to go back in there. When I introduced this go bag, it kind of disturbed the the piece in my tool bag land. This new thing moved in, and everybody was just like, "What's going on in the neighborhood?" So I had to really kind of make some tough decisions. And these are my go-to screwdrivers that I use every day. These are going to go back in the main tool bag. So they're out. This is in. And what's great about this is it has a really, really tight fitting Phillips. And that's important for my go-to Phillips in a situation. That's why I love this Wera one, is because it's got the laser tip or whatever. See if I can give you a good shot of it. But you can see those little lines. It's starting to wear off of this one, actually, but it still works good. You get it on there, and I mean, this is not magnetic. It's just, it really locks on there good. These are really good, and I love the handles on these Weras. But the Klein, it just has a really nice fit. You get it on there, and it's not quite as good as the laser tip Wera, but it's good enough. And what's more important than anything is when I get it on there and it fits tight and I don't feel it wobbling around. That's when you got a good one. And the other thing that I love to have is a flathead, both for turning flathead screws, because I still run into them, but also just a little pry bar, a little makeshift pry bar, not for something crazy, but just one that you can use as a pry bar. And this double-sided Klein it's strong. It's really strong. You can pry anything with this, that you would use this for. I'm not going to go crazy, because in here I've got a little pry bar. I've got another pry bar. I've got this guy. But when I have this in my hand, I can use the Phillips, and then I can turn it around and use the flathead. So it just as a pry tool or to do a flathead screw. So these go back to their original home. And then these right here. These, I don't know how I lived without these 47 ACF snap-on slip joint pliers. These things are one of the most versatile tools you could ever own right here. The triple joint, they're just amazing. I've had them for, a month now, and I really just don't know how I live without them. These in this go bag are so perfect. I mean, you can get a good grip on, something round. These teeth bite so good, and these teeth bite so good. They're really like having a pair of lineman pliers. I don't want to carry a pair of full-size lineman pliers in this bag because I don't need them that much for a go bag. But when I need something with these flat, sharp jaws that I can twist some wire with or something, that's where these guys come in. Plus, they have all of these other capabilities. So this is just a damn awesome pair of pliers. I mean, really tough to beat. And to put them in, I got this. And now why I bought another one of these. So this is my regular, this is the Style and Craft. Style and Craft. It's made in India. And they sell them on Amazon. They're $17. They're super cheap. I think when I bought this one, it was maybe like $15 or $14. Just before things got more expensive several years ago. But this is just a stupid, nice, cheap little pouch. It's leather. It's genuine leather. So this is my go-to one. This is my pouch that I use every day. It's got the stuff I use the most. And the pliers that are in this are what covers most things. So I got the Knipex 7 1/4 inch Cobras. These things open up wide enough that, and they're small enough to where they really, I mean, these are a real versatile pair. I've gotten aboard the Knipex Cobra train somewhat. I still like Channel Locks better, but they don't make, Channel Lock does not have a pair of Channel Locks this size that can do what these can do. And they're great. They're great. So between these, pliers wise, and my favorite snap-on needle nose, that covers what I need pliers for 80% of the stuff when I grab this and go. So that's just awesome. And then I got this 6-in-1 that's got the 1/4 inch and the 5/16. This is a real good one. Just a real good one. It's much more sturdy than any 6-in-1 I've ever used, and it's because of that design. It's different than a lot of other ones. It's like it fits down in that groove way better. And you can buy these on eBay, Wild Tool USA. They make the best 6-in-1, hands down. It's the best. The Tecton one is a close second, but the Wild is just the best. So anyway, I had this, and I wanted a secondary one because there was too much stuff floating down in there. So I got this just to help organize it and not have loose tools in the bottom of this bag. So the way that it's going to go is these go here, cutters here, and then the back, I need 10-inch channel locks. We're going to do a review on these. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I think I hate them. I'm still giving them a chance, but I think I hate them. I haven't used them enough to really tell whether I can really get used to them or not. But I'm not going to give up on them because I love Channel Lock, and I'm not going to give up on these. But don't be surprised if these get replaced. They're so bulky. They don't fit that well in this pouch. But they're going to go in here. I'm going to use them for at least another month. I'm trying to give them a good shot before I do a review on them. But so far, so not good. So probably what will end up happening is my go-to channel locks, the ones that live in my main tool bag, will move into here, Like these are like my go-to tools right here. I need to make a video just called go-to tools. But these 10-inch channel locks they're just my favorite besides my yellow Douglases. But these will go here probably at the end of the day. And that'll be like my bigger, different, more, just like, it's just a good little pliers holder. And then this extendable screwdriver will go right there. So between these two, that's a lot of go-to tools. And it won't just be all loose down in here, so they can live down in here, and it just won't be as annoying. So then I got my Snap-on 14.4 stuff, screw gun and light, the combo I go to all the time. And the last new thing I'm going to talk about is these right here. I got my Snap-on guy to order me some boots. I'm so excited about this. Check this out. If you don't know about this, check this out. These go on the batteries. This is what it looks like before the boot. That's what it looks like afterwards. It does make the battery a little more bulky. Not bad though. But most important thing is you can do that. I can put my damn screw gun on a furnace or something, you know, or a unit outside, or you know, you stick it on something metal. You don't have to worry about it falling down and tipping over as much. So that's just freaking awesome. I love it, and I love this snap-on. So I'm pretty pumped about it, and I'm even more pumped for the light having it, because this light does not have a magnet. So now she does, and that magnet is going to be great for the light. And this light, even though this is a very expensive light for what it is, you can get a lot of different ones that are a lot cheaper, like the Milwaukee's or whatever. This light puts out a really nice light. It's just a super high quality LED or whatever they got going on in there. It is better. Like, it is better. Now, it's not really worth what they charge for these brand new, but you know. So they got my magnetic boots. So that's another just beautiful thing. Another beautiful thing making this go bag work for me. I mean, really making it like it's going to be just awesome. I'll get some of that stuff out of the way. Now I'll just go over, you know, briefly what I got in here. I don't want to make this video too long, but so right now I've got these two Snap-on 14-4 tools, and this screw gun. It's just incredible. It's just incredible. We'll talk more about all these tools in other videos, but got that. We just talked about these new pliers and stuff in this new pouch. So go-to pliers, go-to little toolkit. This is my grab and go, like, everyday stuff that I'm using now in this bag. That's what this bag is. Everyday stuff, you know, for just rolling up. So I got my screw gun, and with that, I've got the drill and drive setup here. Okay, all the little magnetic nut drivers, drill bits, screwdriver bits that I'm going to use. I got all the screwdriver bits picked out that I'm going to use. Like, I have them all in the truck if I really need, like, security torques or whatever, but this is all the normal stuff. And with this screw gun, you know, I can drill a hole because of the way that these are. It's not like an impact, you know. They're made for drilling. Like, you can drill most everyday stuff with these. So that's why I can keep these drill bits and stuff. It's just an awesome little drill set. And then I've got my other long stuff. So I'm keeping the long and the regular in here because, you know, so often I need like a long 1/4-inch nut driver magnetic. Well, there you go. You got it. So often I just need to have something with me. Now, this is a DeWalt locking long one. If I need a long bit extension that locks so the bit doesn't fall out when I'm deep in somewhere, sweet. So this, even though this adds a lot of weight, it's just awesome to be prepared. And like, it's already been helping me so much when I just have the right thing to put on the screw gun, just to make my life not suck so much when I'm in a hurry, you know. So drill and drive, screw gun, go-to pliers and hand tools and stuff. This right here is like the main part of it. But then I've been really needing a multimeter. So here you go with the new leads. Got the little tiny multimeter. I'm already second guessing myself because of how long this bottom part is, but we'll see. I might just unplug these leads and stuff them down in another pocket or something and just take them out when I'm wanting to use it. And then here's my other snap-on light, and I might take it out. I don't know if I really need 2 lights, but this is a nice little one to stick in somewhere and a good backup work light. So I think I'm going to keep it in there. It doesn't take up a lot of room. I love the snap-on little rechargeable USB light. Man, this thing's awesome though. And then, oh, here's the other thing I wanted to change. I've been keeping this hammer because the ball peen is just, I don't know, it doesn't take up, the claw doesn't take up as much room and get snagged on stuff in there. And ball peens are just like more comfortable for me to swing. I don't know why. But I have changed my mind about this one because it's awful heavy. And I was thinking about the bench hammer. This hammer is one of the best hammers ever. It's a smaller, it's lighter, but it really feels good. It's got really good balance and a really nice old wooden handle. It's lighter, it's better to swing for just normal little tappy stuff. I don't need a claw hammer because what I'm keeping in there is this guy right here, the S-Wing. This was just the right pry bar to put in here. It's got the cat's paw, little nail puller, and the trim bar. This was the right one for this, even though it's not my favorite one. It's made in Taiwan, but it's the right one for the everyday thing. So, you know, I don't need the rip claw because I've got this combo, you know, for little stuff. This is all I need if I need to pull a piece of trim or whatever, tap some nails in or something. So I'm going to put this one in here because it's lighter. And this is it's always been my like in the shop tappy hammer on the workbench. But I've started using this little cheap freaking Titan 12 ounce. It's got the brass so I don't really jack stuff up. And the other just, you know, plastic, non-marring, little dead blow. This thing is the little shop tap hammer. This is the winner right here. It's so cheap, but it's such a good little shop tap hammer. It'll live up here on the pegboard next to the bigger dead blow. And then I needed a long flathead, and this long Mac one is just awesome. So, you know, you need a big pry bar flathead. And then beater drill bits in the bottom, of course. I wanted a level because a lot of times I might just need to hang something on the wall. So I put this old Empire level in here. It's light. It's okay if I drop it. It's not metal. A little awl, just a little husky awl that fits in here good. And I can poke a hole and start a screw or something, make a mark on a wall. And then, well, I'll go out here first. This thing is freaking awesome. The Halta Force, it's like $8 or $9. It's a little chisel knife. I got it on that tool haul, one of the tool hauls for the holiday sales, you know. This thing's great. It's just an awesome little chisel knife thing. Cut caulk, chisel out stuff. It's great to have on you. I love this thing, and it's so cheap. When you jack it up and mess up the edge, just buy a new one. Comes in a nice little case. This is a brand new utility knife. I bought 2 of these for $10. It's a Craftsman, made in USA with global materials. But it's just I wanted a good solid utility knife to throw in this. You know, I have a million, but I wanted one that was kind of smooth, didn't take up too much room. And these were $5 a piece. And it's just a good design. Holds blades down here. I have a DeWalt one similar, but this one is actually even more of a simple, good design. It's got the quick change button there. So I like that. Gloves. These Milwaukee gloves are great. I like to always have them in case I need to pick up something heavy, move an appliance or something, you know. Little pocket screwdrivers, another flashlight. I just need to have these. always. Little pocket screwdrivers with magnets on them. I got them. Always got them. Sharpies, pen, pencil. Don't need to spend too much time on that. Another pocket screwdriver. I've been putting this in here, the PB Swiss, because I can put this in my pocket and go up a ladder. I can have this bag. I can put this in my pocket and crawl in somewhere. You know, put this and this, or this and this, and you know, or this and this. These three things, little tiny things, put them in my pocket and roll in somewhere, you know. So this is great. Plus, the other thing that's cool about this is it's got, you know, let's say I need a long driver to get in somewhere real quick that the multi-bits can't do. I've got this, so that really doesn't matter actually. But let's say I need another bit for it, you know, like I need a long nut driver. Even though this is just a magnetic holder, it's machined so well and the magnet is so strong that it's not going to really come out that easy. Like you really got to, so I can turn this into a long driver and it actually, it's usable that way. So this little PB Swiss is really good. I really like this thing. It's a good everyday carry kind of tool. I'm just letting this video be long, you know. Y'all know if you watch this channel, you're going to end up watching some long tool videos, you know. That's just how we roll, you know. More little pocket screwdrivers. I like this one, D&L Parts Company. If you're in the Southeast and you need appliance parts, D&L is the place. It's the best. And they give you all kinds of little stuff like this, little reversible pocket screwdriver. So shout out to D&L if you're in the Southeast United States. On this side pocket, I keep my little handyman case. It's got all my little handyman things, little wire nuts and screws and all that good stuff, you know. Probably need to replenish some of this. Washers, screws, toggle bolts, anchors, wire nuts, all that good stuff. Good putty knife. Flexible, not too flexible though. This one is really good. I got this one at an estate sale a while ago, the Klein cutter. Really good for popping tops on appliances and just everything you need a putty knife for, and it can scrape good too. It is stiff enough to where you can really kind of, you know, get some hard work done, but it's also flexible enough to where you can do the flexible putty knife jobs that you need. You know, you need to spackle something or whatever, you can do it. And then the last thing that I kept in here, I thought about putting a socket set in here, and I stopped myself because it's stupid. I got nut drivers. I don't need a socket set in here. I'll be making it way too complicated. I've already made it a little bit complicated, as you can see. But it's still a good go bag with this. This is still a good setup. I'm not feeling overwhelmed. Like sometimes I'll make it too heavy and too crazy, and it's stupid to even use. This is usable for my everyday grab and go. I put these 6-point wrenches, 3/8 by 7/16 in Destro. These are really nice. And an SK Electrolyte, 1/2 inch by 9/16. So that's 4 of the most common sizes I use for working on everyday stuff, you know, out in the maintenance world. Not cars, just out in the maintenance world. And then to go with it is this little Indestro 1/4 inch by 5/16 ratcheting guy. This thing is so useful. So between these three, I got 1/4 inch, 5/16, 3/8, 7/16, 1/2 inch, and 9/16. Almost as good as a socket set. And then, just in case I need to get into a tighter spot, I got my little snap-on offset 9/16 by 1/2 inch, because that's 2 real common ones, and they're tiny. just in case I need to get somewhere real tiny and do it. And this Bonnie 3/8 by 7/16, same type of thing. And little Milwaukee 6-inch adjustable wrench, because you always need an adjustable. And then rounding out the little wrenches is 2 of the smallest little hex key, standard and metric, most compact ones I could find. Just need little folding ones just for quick stuff in this bag. So, and then the very last thing is a tape measure. Just a little tape measure, 16-foot Stanley. This is actually a really good one. I thought I didn't like it, and then I learned to love it. The lever lock. So it's stuck. It sticks out like that, and then the lever pulls it back in. Someday it might break, and then I'll hate it. But for now, I love it. So this is the go bag for, just get it done. Grab it and don't think about it. Don't think about grabbing tools, whatever. Just have this stuff, and I can get done most things. Not all things, but most of the stuff that I show up and help guys with or whatever. This is the tools that I'm using. So I think I've got it set up pretty good. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any suggestions for how to make the go bag lighter or more efficient or anything like that. So anyway, that's what I'm working with right now. Got some new good stuff to supplement it and make it better, and I'm happy. So thanks for watching.